What's going on, y'all? This is Post Malone, and you're watching Civil TV. Hey, take two. I just ordered Chick-fil-A. I got a bunch of nuggets coming to the crib, man. Take three.
You recently did Cali Christmas, and I know you do shows on your own, but this was your first time, on stage with a whole bunch of other hip-hop artists. How was that for you?
Cali Christmas was really, really cool. It was like the first time I did like an arena besides the one in Atlanta, and just being in LA with a huge, big old arena, and then they put you on a stage and they spin you around and you feel like Michael Jackson. It's just a very incredible feeling. It was very lit. Well, I feel like I'm not gonna put an EP before I put my album out, maybe release a couple singles and videos before it comes out. It'll come out beginning of next year, but I think that I wanna make a body of work that really, summarizes, how I feel and what musically I can create.
So tell us what we can expect from the debut album. I know you said sometime in March.
Right.
Titles, features, producers, can you give us something?
For the album, working with a lot of people, I wanna get Fetty on there. I just did a song with Shlomo. Couple songs with Shlomo, a lot of FKI, of course, and my own production. We got a song with McConan and Ferg that we're working on. A couple secrets that I can't disclose at this time.
So you mentioned FKI.
Right.
I know he did Watch That Little Bitch, right? So tell us about your work relationship.
Well, I met him whenever I first came out here. We met at Stevie B's studio, and we just started making music, and the music, it was something quality that people could actually listen to. Because when I came out here, my mixtape, I made it myself on Audacity in my room. And I came out here with a mixtape, and we linked up and just started making cool music. So then we moved into a house together, started making music, and now we're still working today.
Man, I'm executive producing Post album, and really the process that we have is really, that's like my brother. I'm like his brother, so we just get together, swap ideas, swap what we're listening to at the time, and really just create magic like that.
A Post Malone studio session is a lot of Bud Light. I've been really heavy into the Angry Orchard, gluten-free.
No gluten in his beer, everyone. No gluten.
I just thought you would like to know that. And really, I just, chug a couple brewskis, get into the booth, do the melodies, and then write lyrics afterwards, and then, just knock out as many as we can. The status with the Young Thug project, we linked up here and we did a couple songs. I think we got 4 or 5 songs in, and we're just gonna get together, finish the rest of them, and put something out. Well, I think, my dream collaboration, I think it's already happened, with the Kanye track.
Is the Kanye collab for your album, or is this something for him?
It's for him. I think it came out super cool. I think it's an incredible song, and he's an incredible person. He's very smart, and he's just a genius, and it was a blessing to work with him.
So you said your dad worked for the Cowboys. Would you consider yourself a Cowboys fan?
All the way, 1,000,000%.
Even with how they're playing now?
No, they're awful. The Cowboys are awful this year, but you gotta love them.
You don't do many interviews, but you did the Breakfast Club.
Right.
People were shocked by that. There seemed to be like a little bit of tension between you and Charlamagne.
Right. I mean, I don't have a problem with him. That's that's his job. That's what he does. That's what he's paid to do. Just like I do what I'm paid to do, he does what he's paid to do. So I feel like I don't have any bad feelings against Charlamagne. I think it was just, it was early. Okay, not fall into the stigma of a white rapper. I'm just an artist. I make what I like. I do what I like. Like race things should be just eliminated from music, because I feel like whenever you're listening to music, that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I have not met Allen Iverson yet. I wanted to get him for the White Iverson video, but we couldn't get in contact. But I would love to meet AI, and I would love for him to teach me some moves.